Well, Fernando's mate is tucked in for the night, and it looks like little baby Fernando is too. Welcome to the 10-acre woods. My name is Mark, and you can see behind me there is a mass pile of metal. So where we got this from was, I was at work, and Tara calls me up on Monday and says, Mark, I'm at the Hudson's Bay store, and they're going out of business. Or that store is anyway. And they have all this shelving, this racking. Can you come down and have a look at it and see what you think? So Tara's been looking for this style of racking for some time now. So I guess I didn't know what I was getting into, but how can I say no? There is a lot of material here. These are 12-foot lengths, and they stand upright. There was a total of, I believe, about 180 racks. There are about 200 of these uprights here. And then, of course, we have shelving units that link into them, which are here. And then we have wood shelving units, and this is kind of a small mock-up. We have been selling off some of the pieces, some of the smaller pieces, and this is just kind of a nice racking system that people have been picking up and buying them. So all this scrap material here, these are all the brackets that link them together. And then, of course, tie straps here. This is some of the hooks that we got. Now we just had screws in here, so these are some of our shirts and merchandise that we sell here on the farm, but now it's a little bit more professional looking. So it's been a hot one. Today was 33 degrees and standing out in the sun, it's just blistering. But now the sun is setting on this eve, and it's a little cooler, so I figured it was probably better lighting, anyway, it's not as harsh lighting, to take you around and have a look at all the animals. One thing about the Hudson's Bay, so in doing a little bit of research, I knew it was an old store. The Hudson's Bay Company is actually the oldest store in North America. Next May, they will be 350 years old. It was in 1670 that two Frenchmen came over and started up the Hudson's Bay Company, which was basically a trading company. So trading fur for supplies through the years. I don't think it actually became a store as it is today until the 1900s. So it was primarily a trading store, and then of course the gold rush came in and they took advantage of that. So it's a shame to see these stores die off. The Hudson's Bay Company and Eaton's and Sears, they're all more kind of, well, the Hudson's Bay Company was all, you know, a higher end store. We're just buying a lot of stuff online now on Amazon and eBay and Wayfair and all of these different online stores, that it's a shame that these older, more established stores are dying off. Coming into the barn, we have our barn cat. This is the Bengal cat that we had, that I showed you, was it last week? Very friendly cat, but we have a couple people that are interested in him, so that's great. So we've got him. It was too hot out in the other area, so we put him in the barn, and we have had some mice in here, so we figured, well, maybe he'll be able to get those mice. And he can't get to the birds, so we're not concerned with the pigeons or the chickens. Oh, it looks like it's lights out. Actually, that reminds me, I have to replace the timer. I had bought a timer to keep the light on in here because they should have about 12 hours of light a day. I think we have it set at about 14. But the timer I had in 1 hour, it sped up about 5 minutes. So I've got to take that timer back. And that's just for egg production, to make sure they have enough egg production. So we haven't done anything with the barn. It's still as it is, with the painting, the blue on the ceiling and the tree looking. And of course we're going to do some kind of different characters on there, some birds and such. And then of course the nice red, that this is going to be the barn area. So I'm not quite sure how she's going to do this, if she's going to draw on maybe some barn, like some equipment on the wall, or maybe some signs. There has been some talk about a memory wall, so this might be a good location, or on this side of the door here to have some kind of memory wall for all the animals that we have lost over the years. So that's inside here, and we've been busy at the store taking down all the material all week. Right, Shadow? Hi, girl. Are you in here? They've been in here while it was so hot out, getting into the shade. It's kind of dark in here. And of course we have Marley and Shanzy and Paula, and Barry was actually out. These guys have been in here most of the day, just because it's a lot cooler. And the sheeps. So we have Hannibal, we have, who's this? This looks like Lambert here. And then we have Tinker and Bronwyn. And Turbo must be still out. Oh, Fernando, are you going to bed, buddy? Fernando gets grumpy when it's bedtime. Don't you? Do you get grumpy? If you put your hand out, he'll sometimes pluck at it. Am I going to pet you? Can I pet you? Yeah. Yeah, there he goes. He says, no, I'm going to bed. All right, Fernando, you go to bed. Go to sleep. The sun's going down. All the roosters are in. And yes, roosters crow all the time. They don't just crow in the morning, do they? Oh, you're just playing the camera, aren't you? All right, so this is the area here that Tara wants to use those 12-foot sections. She wants to give the Pee-fowl a little bit more room up top. You can see prints up here, and we have netting that goes up. And the reason why we have netting, this has been asked in the questions, or in the comments, question on the comments, is because we have had Pee-fowl in the past that have wandered around the yard, and they tend to wander outside of the electric fenced area. And once they're out there, they're a lot more susceptible to predators, and we have lost Pee-fowl in the past to predators. So we have decided to keep them locked up, at least until we do have a couple chicks. Where's the mama? I'm not sure if that's the mama. Oh, there's another one over there. I found them. They were actually underneath that mom. There they are there. So they had climbed up. Okay, I guess they had climbed up the board there. I didn't think they were underneath that one. So I figured, well, I'll come in and have a better look. So the rabbit hutch. This is going to be a project that I'd like to get done before winter. Of course, all these projects I want to get done. So we put this door in here. We built this into 2 buildings. So this was our first building we built. It's 8 feet by 8 feet. And then on this side, there is an 8 foot by 8 foot building. And those were originally rabbit hutches, because that was the first, some of the first animals we got. And then I closed it in, and of course we needed a door. So I raised up that section there, and I put some plexiglass in there to let a little bit more light in. But we need to go through the back. And so the roof just comes straight down on the back. So I'd like to fix that. And one of the problems I have here is in the wintertime we get runoff that comes down, and we get ice buildup at the base of the door here. So my thought for this here is to build, I'm thinking I'll come up here and then I'll come straight down here, and this will be a long roof that'll actually shed off of this end. So I'll have to replace that entire roof. Now on the other side of this building, we have the boys are over there, and we want hay storage. So if you picture the other side, the roof is going to come out, and it'll allow me to extend the roof over top of this and have a storage area for hay on the other side of the building. And then even on this side of the building, we can even extend it over so that the rabbits have an outdoor shelter area. Would you guys like that? Yeah? I bet. Well, there's little Meadow. Meadow got an itch. Where were you hiding? Oh, you got an itchy bum? Do you have an itchy bum, do you? Yes, where were you? Were you out playing? Yeah? You're getting pretty rambunctious. You don't need mom anymore, do you? You're just always running around playing. Yes. Okay, so yes, this area over here, having the, now I'm not sure how Tara's going to do it. I'm going to leave that in her hands because she's got it all planned out. But basically she's going to take the racking, and I'm thinking she's going to need some kind of support posts. You know, if there's a post every 12 feet and then they get tied to it and it goes over and around and comes back. So stay tuned for that. I don't know if that's going to get done this year. I think she says she wants to do it this year. But with all these projects going on, right, Blackie? Where did your little kid go? So her little black and white kid, which didn't have a name, now has a name. And her name is Holly. So we will have to go find Holly. And Holly is the name of our yoga instructor. So we named Holly after Holly. And of course, Petey and Piper. Are you guys settled in for the night? Oh, little piggies. Yes, this is one of their favorite spots. I won't get too close and disturb you. Yes, I know. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're going to bed. So this time of the night is when everybody is starting to relax. As you can see, the pigs and the roosters and Fernando and the baby goats. Hey, kids. Yeah, they're relaxed. You guys had a hard time today. So we did goat yoga out in the back. Usually we'll do it out in that main area where Sheldon is. But since it was so hot and it was so sunny, we actually did it out in the trees, which made it a lot cooler. So it was nice. And what it was it was a cancer awareness, bring out a wind chime, and then to hang out in the trees in the back as a reminder and as a symbol for fighting for cancer. So we had a big turnout, and it turned out great. Everybody had a great time, but the goats were they weren't so cooperative. This is the time of night that they get all cooperative and sleepy. And if you lie down, they'll basically just jump on you and lie down and go to sleep. So this is Petunia and her two kids. So this is Scotty. Is this Scotty? No, this is Spock. Sorry. Spock and Billie Jean. So Billie Jean, I think, is the only one that currently doesn't have a home. So all of our kid goats are going to homes in the end of August. So they'll be heading out and going to their new homes. One of the other ones is Holly, and she is not going anywhere. Holly is remaining here. I just can't find where Holly went to. This is Nimoy. Nimoy is a black and gray one. So this was Nimoy was the first one that was born this year. I believe it was April 6th. So Coco was the first one to have a kid. And what are you? I felt you coming up. And this is Coco's other one over here. And this one just came up behind me. Hi. Yes, you're so cute, aren't you? You just want to be pet. You get in here and you pet their neck, and they'll just stay still forever until you stop. Or between their horns. They really like that because they just can't itch between them. All right, so where is, now we got to find Holly. We'll go around and we'll see everybody else. So there is Petunia and her two. There's another little hiding spot that's in here. We have no kid goats in there. And the ducklings. So this is something, oh, we're just gonna, I think she's just gonna go take her little ducklings underneath. So this one here, she actually had her little ones last week, and we had them in the pen over here. Now the other Muscovy, which is, I'm guessing has already gone in underneath, no she's not, but she was sitting underneath here, and she came out with a whole bunch of little ones. So these are Muscovy ducklings and mama, and we took them all out of the nursery area and we put them into this area because we felt it was just a lot larger area and it was a lot better for them. They could get out, and as soon as we put them into this area they started diving down. There are some on the other side of the pond there. But the other Muscovy mom, she must have already taken hers to bed somewhere. I found her. Here is Holly. This is Holly. So Holly will be joining us and remaining here. Hi, you're the Lily, I believe, right? Yes. So that's Holly. I don't know where she was. I just turned around and looked. And a meadow. Just, you got an itchy butt still? Oh boy. All these different things to scratch your butt on. Oh, silly girl. So yeah, so everybody's getting tucked in, and the other Muscovy that was sitting out here hatched them out, and she has disappeared somewhere. So she's obviously taken her little ducklings into an area for the night. Look, I found Turbo as well. Hey bud, are you just heading in to see the other ones? Yes, yes you are. All right, let's go and check in on Sheldon. I seem to be losing some light. You know, it was my idea to start this video when it was getting a little darker or a little shadier, and the sun seems to be racing down, right, Sheldon? Yes. So Sheldon is doing fantastic. They have been going in to the nursery because we've left that door open. They've been mowing down some grass, and they have been trimming up the willow here. And this is one of their favorites. Look, Sheldon. Oh boy. Willow is, yes. Look at, he's just going, he's going around in circles. He's like, can I have some more, Daddy? Can I have some more? Okay, okay, here. There you go. You like those, don't you? Let's see if I can give one to Moira. Well, here's George. Let's try George. 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 No, not you, Sheldon. George. I don't think George is interested. Okay, here. Okay, there you go. Where is Moira? She's probably in the building. Okay, let's see if we can sneak away from Sheldon. No, I got nothing, Sheldon. Nope, nothing. Now, Moira is a little skittish. And she is not in there. She must have gone in to the, oh, there she is over there. Right there. She's in the nursery. As I'm heading off towards the nursery, I noticed the little turkey chick is out right there. One of the moms was out, or probably the mom, and now she went in, and he doesn't know how to get back in. Come here, Moira. Okay, I'll just give this to Sheldon. We'll check Moira out when she comes out, maybe. Hi, Moira. Look, what's this? Come here. Look. Oh, now you gonna want it? Yeah, George will take it. Won't you, bud? I was giving that to Moira, though. Let's see. Let's try another one. Come here, Moira. Look. Still a little shy. Well, here, look, George. You want another one? Yeah, we're going to have to work on that, Moira, aren't we? She's just a little shy. Yes. So one of the other birds that Tara saw today with young is a guinea. A guinea came out apparently with 6 eggs. So there's a guinea that was sitting. I don't know which guinea, if it's this guinea or if it was another guinea. How many times can I say guinea? Whoa, look at all those eggs. Well, there's lots of eggs there, and there's no mama. So I'm guessing they weren't all fertile, and she left. So it was probably a community nest. A bunch of guineas sitting on it, and then finally one goes and sits on it, or laying, and then one goes and sits. And the other guineas may not have been fertile, who knows. But anyway, she is around here somewhere. Tara saw her with her little ones, her little Keats, and here's some guineas right here that are kind of hanging around. The male goat house. That hasn't been worked on since last weekend when we replaced these boards here, reinforced it, and then Tara put a coat of paint on it. So we are going to finish that top section there. I think we have to do something inside the building. Yeah, since there is a couple holes in the back, you can see this is the new sheet that went on, and then the back sheet. So it needs, some of that framing needs to come off, and then we'll put a sheet across the back. And then on the back side of it, on the top section here. So this was the old pigeon nest, and this was the chicken coop originally. So this was our original chicken coop, and then there was just a perch area there for the birds to come and go. But we've got a lot more pigeons now, and we've got them in the building. And there's Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Where's the other boys? And here they are. Carl, Bobby, Billy, I mean. You guys say I'm great with names, and how do you remember all these names? But yeah, I do struggle. So this is Billy, not Bobby. We just saw Bobby. And Billy's dad, Carl, is over there. And I think I see Levi over yonder. Just kind of see him. It looks like they're making their way back in for bedtime. Are you going to bed, bud? Is it that time? This is probably the first time I've done an evening video. So in seeing, I have done a night video where you guys were interested in to see how and what happens at night. So that was during the winter, I think I did that. But a night video was probably earlier in the winter than it is now. So it's currently just after 9 o'clock in the evening. And the sun is just setting. Oh, Levi! Levi! Come here and say hi. Atta boy. Hi, bud. How's my little 80s rock star punk, hey? He is. Looks like an 80s band member with his hair. Yes, you're the friendliest little boy. Now that we had your little operation last year, he was quite a handful last year when he came in with the 2 ponies, and he was completely intact. And then since he went in for his little nip and tuck, he has been just a joy. So there's actually been a lot of questions about the beginning of last week's video when I was working on the shelter here, and of course Carl came up and stood up on his hind legs to come and headbutt me. So I will show you that clip here that I actually meant to put in the last video, but just simply forgot. So here is the unseen footage. So I can get a straight line, just that one at your foot.
Yeah, it's not a straight. Oh, use one edges.
Well, yeah. Carl, what are you doing? No. Trying to make it your own? No. Stop it. What do you think? No. Ow, that's my butt. He poked me with his broken horn.
Oh, Mark. Oh.
Actually, we should probably cut the center, this one, next, I'm thinking, because if they start banging it from the inside, so we'll need the tape measure to give that a measurement.
Mommy, don't be mad.
So it's now the next day, and it was so dark last night that you couldn't get a good view of the ducklings. So I figured, well, I'll bring you out today in the daylight and we'll have a look at the ducklings. But what I found, and Tara's been talking about this, if you can see over there, I don't know how close we're gonna get, but a turtle has moved in. So let's see how close we can get to the turtle. Oh, he's starting to move. So there he is, just basking on the sun, and he is going to go in the water, maybe? There he goes. He's gone. So we have a turtle that's moved in, and we've got ducklings really all over the pond here. They're really starting to run away from mama. I guess they don't need mama. There's actually about 13 of them. And there's mama on the shore. And there are 5 ducklings there. And the other ones are kind of spread out all over the pond. So here they are, enjoying the water. Eating the little bugs. Yesterday they were diving down underneath, so it was pretty cute to see them in the upper pond, and they would dive down. And here are the larger ducklings, the older ones, all in one big duck pile, with the 2 moms, I guess the auntie on the far side, and dad here on the left. So dad's a rowan, and the middle one there that just stuck her head up, she's a female rowan. And then the other ones are, well, that one's a blue Swede standing up. And then I believe this one here is a harlequin, the closer one. So the other Muscovy mom made it over here. Looks like the two families are kind of coming together a little bit. There's a little hunter getting the bugs. Head down. I'm wearing my Fernando shirt. We actually have these shirts there. I've just never picked one out. Such a hot day yesterday, I figured, well, I'm gonna take one of these. So Tara says blue looks good on me. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are subscribed to this channel, I thank you very much. And if you're not, I also thank you, and I encourage you to click that subscribe button to check out what we do around here. So that's it for this video. We will see you next time. Take care and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.